Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Journey Within Sahaja Yoga. This is part 4 of the Nabhi Chakra series, which is co-presented by myself, Vaibhav from Australia, and Uncle Yogi Mahajan from India. In the last week, we learned more about the left side of the Nabhi Chakra, which is the Grihalakshmi principle, which is also called as the deity of the household. And how does our family life, our relations with our partner, with our wife, with our husband, affects this energy center and the related vital organs in our body, like spleen and pancreas. An imbalance in any of these vital organs can lead to a very serious problem on the physical side as well. So it's very important to meditate, introspect, and keep this energy center in balance. Today, we are going to touch more on the central channel, or more on the central aspect of the Nabhi Chakra, which relates to the beautiful qualities of peace, satisfaction, contentment, generosity, dharma, which is righteousness, and many other beautiful qualities. The location of this energy center is not hard to predict. As the name suggests, this is located right on the navel, in the center, which you can see in the diagram in front of you, where the symbol of the Nabhi Chakra is rotating in a clockwise direction. Stomach and intestines are the main organs which are governed by this energy center. And of course, if you see holistically, pancreas, spleen, liver, and gallbladder also fall under the jurisdiction of this chakra. This center can be affected due to a number of reasons. Some of them are not eating properly, if you're eating too fast, or you're eating or drinking the wrong things like alcohol or drugs can impact this energy center a lot. Having fanatic ideas and not adhering to your Guru principle can also impact this energy center. So these are some of the causes of the problems which can impact this energy center. However, in order to understand it in a more simplistic way, I would ask you to relate to your childhood. Since our childhood, we have been taught not to be satisfied. If you achieve something, another goal is put in front of you without giving you sufficient time to enjoy, to be satisfied with what you have achieved. And this rat race continues one after the other, and there is no end to it. So where can you find the true joy, the true satisfaction within? First of all, it's only possible when your Kundalini energy awakens, passes through these energy centers, and gives you that loving power, that loving, nurturing energy, which will give you the true joy, true peace, and satisfaction. However, there are many other ways in life where we can help this Kundalini energy to achieve that outcome faster. And that can come through introspection or self-reflection. You have to see and find within yourself things which give you satisfaction. You have to find that moment in life where you feel, oh my God, I'm now satisfied. I feel good. I am at peace. And that moment can come not necessarily through these major materialistic achievements. They can come from the very small things in life, like when you cook something for your wife or your husband. They eat it and they say, wow, that is so tasty. That just fills your tummy as well. And it's not with food or anything material, it fills it with that satisfaction, with that joy, and puts a smile on your face. And these are the moments in life which you need to find, which you need to cherish. Because these are the moments which will give you the true peace within, the true joy within. So let's now meditate on this aspect with a greater awareness of our Nabhi Chakra and its qualities, and try to imbibe these beautiful qualities within us. I would humbly request Uncle Yogi Mahajan to please guide us through a meditation. Thank you.
Jai Shri Mataji. Let us bow down to Shri Mataji. Raise your Kundalini. Take a deep breath. Relax your body. Relax your toes. No tension anywhere. Just feel at home with your mother, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi. She's a very informal person, and be your natural self. No anxiety at all. You're in your own home with your spirit, Mother Kundalini. She nurtures you, she comforts you, she relaxes you. You don't have to do anything. Just feel her nature inside of you, which is very calm, very soothing, very gentle, total silence. Without any sound, without any noise in your head. Gently soothing all your chakras. Feeling peaceful. Feeling the peace of your Kundalini in every chakra. Restful. very calm Nabhi, very calm liver, thoughtless, restful liver, no thoughts of the future, no plans for the future, no doing, because the doer is someone else. I am not the doer. The doer is my spirit. Only I have to follow the spirit. The spirit gives us complete freedom. It does not aggress us. It only loves us. We can know her as we love others. We can understand her collective nature as we love others. She is the collective being inside of us. The collective being knows everything that is good for us. The collective being attracts everything that is good for us. Everything she works out spontaneously. We just have to receive. If our heart is open, we will receive everything. If our sestra is open, we will receive everything. We only have to receive. And when the cup gets full, it starts flowing to others. Nothing should block our receptivity. All our imaginary ideas of guilt, ego, superego, they block our receptivity. We should put them aside. They are not the reality. They are only imagination of our mind. We have to get the real thing, the joy of the spirit. That is the real thing. When you start feeling the joy, nothing else matters anymore. You're above everything. You go beyond the mind. You leave behind all the guilt, all the ego, all the superego. Mahat ahankar, mahat mana, mahat prati ahankar. Beyond ego, beyond superego, beyond thoughts, beyond conditioning. That is the reality. That is who we are, the spirit. The spirit is always happy. It is always joyous. It doesn't need anything to make it happy. It is complete by itself. It is fulfilled in itself. It doesn't need any material possessions. It forever basks in the sunshine of the Adi Shakti. It is happy when Shri Mataji is happy. It is pleased when she is pleased. She is the collective being. When the collective being is pleased, everything works for us. There are no divisions. Only our thoughts divide us. We have to rise above our thoughts. Let the thoughts pass away. They are unimportant, irrelevant. The main thing is the joy of the spirit. It is there in all of us. It is built in us since our creation. It is ours. Nobody can give it to us. Nobody can take it away from us. It's your very own, always with you, never leaves you, protects you, counsels you, comforts you, redeems you. Feel it deeply. Go deeper within. Expand your consciousness to perceive it. The more relaxed you are, the easier it will be the Kundalini to express herself in your consciousness. You cannot grasp it with your intellect. You have to feel it. Go beyond your intellect. Start feeling it more and more. Feel within. There is somebody wide awake beside of you. Feel that person. It is a very compassionate person, very willing to know you and for you to know it. Feel your compassion, and you will feel this person, most compassionate person within us. Now gently open your eyes. Keep your attention on the most compassionate person, Her Holiness Shri Mataji. Pray that we may imbibe her compassion more and more within us. In her compassion, she incarnated on earth. In her compassion, she gave us realization. In her compassion, she took our pain. In her compassion, she absorbed our guilt and our ego. Let us feel gratitude towards her with folded hands. Bow down to her. Raise your Kundalini. Take a bandhan. With a very pleasant disposition, we listen to her talk.
Now, I have already talked to you the other day about the second center, which is called as Swadhisthana, which gives us our sustenance and also our power to create. The sustenance is created inside that green part, which is represented by main 10 primordial masters. And these 10 primordial masters had another series of masters who were called as disciple principles. Now, about these people, I have talked to you last time. But today, I would like to speak to you about other centers, especially this Nabhi, which is the navel center, which is very important in human beings. This is the center by which we seek. When in amoeba stage, we seek food. At a higher level, we start seeking heights. Like when they became mammoth and all these animals, they wanted to have a height, to go over the trees, to be able to master them and to eat the leaves. But they became so much outsized with their height that they had to become smaller animals, like, say, intelligent animals, and like, say, cats and things like that, cat family. And this is how the evolution has been brought forth through our seeking as amoeba, then as animals, and now as human beings. As we have evolved higher and higher, we have become subtler and subtler in our seeking. For example, the people who are seeking, say, power, are not so evolved as people who are seeking their spirit, no doubt about it. Because you have gone through that. You have had enough of it. Maybe last lives you might have been kings and queens, and you must have seen all the jokes of it. So you said, now it's had enough of it, this power business. We don't want to have any more. Such a headache we don't want to have. So the people who are seeking money also are the people who have had enough of it and they were fed up of it. So they said, now we have had it. So now you are seekers of something beyond. It has been always so, something beyond we seek. But this seeking beyond is not described to so many people and they are not able to understand what is the beyond. That's why this center is very important of your evolutionary process. Now, first of all, as I have told you, that we have to be in balance. That's one thing we must have, is the balance in life. I mean, in common sense also we can see, supposing there's a car going only on one wheel, how many would like to travel by that? Anything that you do in life has to have a balance. Otherwise, anything, even catching something, holding something, or small things, even riding a bicycle, you know that you have to have a balance. So if the Kundalini has to move, you have to be a balanced personality, a personality with a temperate nature, and must have a balanced attitude towards life. That is very important. But in case it is not, you can be sucked into the central path of the Sushumna, in the central path of your evolution. Now the evolution takes place by remaining in the central path. Those who go to the extremes fall out of it. Now the virus that we suffer from very commonly is nothing but a kind of a vegetable which is fallen out of evolution. Now the vegetable that we call as tobacco is going to fall out of complete evolution, and you'll be surprised after some years you will not find any tobacco growing anywhere because it will go out of evolution. Thanks to human beings that they misunderstood the role of tobacco. Tobacco is an insecticide. It is to be used for killing the insects and not to kill yourself. But we sometimes forget that whatever God has created for the good, sometimes we can use it for our destruction. Same is alcohol. Alcohol was created for polishing. It's very good. For example, if you have to polish your crystal, you should use gin. It's very good for diamonds or anything. It's just a polish. It's a polish for the for anything. It gives a polish. See, alcohol is a polish, and its composition is such that it gives a polish to a thing. Now, God wanted you to have polished surfaces and polished things, and all the clean look of it. So he gave you this polish. Now you started drinking it. Now what to do? He never asked you to drink. But if you drink that, then it polishes your intestines also. But it has its own nature. It doesn't have any idea of morality. Poor thing. We can't blame the alcohol because it is supposed to polish. Wherever you put it, it polishes. All right. So it polishes your liver also nicely. And when the liver is nicely polished, then what happens? That the heat from the liver, which is for the expulsion from the body, it has to pass into the bloodstream, cannot, because there's a barrier. And because of that barrier, poor liver does not know what to do. It just goes on accumulating all the heat within it, and that's how your liver goes out of circulation of anything. You have liver problems and you feel very giddy, nauseating, and liver is the one which really cleanses your attention. Whatever you gather from your attention, it cleanses. So you become horrid. You are all the time angry, hot-tempered, you bark at people all the time. All that thing is typically liverish, you see. You grow tall like that, absolutely straight line, and you become very hot-tempered. Sometimes you could be hawk-like. People will be afraid of going nearer such a person because such a person can be very dry personality. And that's why you'll find drunkard people, if they are overdrunk, you go near them, they'll just beat you for nothing at all. It sometimes happens that by chance, if you go and ask some drunkard that was the time in the night, you will have it. So, because it spoils your awareness. And in that awareness, a nice man also could be like that. But of course, there could be a case where a person might become better. That is also another thing that can happen when you get possessed by this left side movement, because alcohol reduces your awareness and you go to the left side, movement to the left side may give you a feeling, oh, I'm very much better now, and sort of you get happy because your ego is subsided and everything is all right, and I'm really morbid now, I cannot hit anyone, and let me have a little bit and sleep off. But next day, there's a hangover, and you feel so horrible with it that you don't know what to do. It's something, then again you want to have it in the night because you want to again go to the same realm into the left side. Now this left side realm apparently shows that there is reduction in the weight of the ego, but it does not, it wobbles. What happens that you go to the superego on the left hand side to see there, and the ego then thinks that it has gone down because the superego increases in size. But when superego increases, the ego is pushed down, and then when you come to your ego condition, then it pushes down. So there's a big wobbling going on, and such people get ultimately very much confused. They might end up in a lunatic asylum. I don't know what they do, but when they are even sane, you can find they lose the grip over life. For example, such people can become very frivolous and cannot feel the joy of life without drinking. It's most amazing that people can't enjoy each other unless and until there's a glass in between. Human beings are so beautiful. And they have the capacity to enjoy each other so much. They are the only ones who are blessed more than anybody else. But if there's a glass all the time in between, then they can just bark at each other. They cannot enjoy each other. The enjoyment should be complete when there's nothing in between. Now, this is what I was telling you, this Nabhi Chakra. This Nabhi Chakra gets ruined also when we take to alcohols or serious things like that, drugs, and even I've seen certain medicines can spoil this. Then you get a problem with other things like digestion, you get constipation, all sorts of things take place by which you develop gas troubles and other troubles and then your heart troubles, and it goes on one after another. I do not say that it's only alcohol that will cause. There are other causes also, but alcohol can never be helpful in giving you good health. Some people have a feeling that if you take alcohol, then only you will keep good health. It's a wrong thing. Because health is not only physical health, it's also mental health. People think that physical health is the end of everything. Is absolutely wrong, because we are not only the physical being. We are also the mental being and the emotional being. And when you play too much with your Nabhi Chakra, you have the biggest problem, and that is that you can never be successful in life as far as enjoyment is concerned of your achievements. For example, a person becomes rich, unduly rich he becomes. Is a blessing, I should say, of Nabhi Chakra on the right hand side. Right hand side, Nabhi Chakra can give you a lot of wealth, a lot of money, and you'll have 10 cars and 15 people attending to you, everything you may have. But it cannot give you the satisfaction of life.
Thank you for joining us in today's session. Hopefully, you gained something out of it, and more importantly, you are feeling satisfied, peaceful from within. So continue to practice the meditation for the rest of the week and try to introspect and imbibe the qualities of the Nabhi Chakra in your personality. We will now finish off the meditation by raising our Kundalini and putting on a bandhan. Thank you again for joining us today. For more resources like guided meditations, music, Mother's talks, please visit our website freemeditation.com.au/resources. As Sahaja Yoga meditation has helped you find your own inner self, help others across the world discover their own self and enjoy this beautiful energy and this beautiful state of meditation. These are some of our international websites which you can refer to your friends, family, and loved ones across the globe. And you can always visit our website freemeditation.com.au for more information, resources, and guided meditations. And as always, have a good week and happy meditating.